Mom and Dad don't look so hot, they say take it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so that was Brat by Green Day from the Insomniac album. An absolutely awesome album. I don't think it was as popular as Dookie was back in the day, but I still think it holds up well and it's a great album, so I don't know, I suppose it wasn't quite as poppy as Dookie, I guess. Or maybe like people's tastes had changed at the time, I don't know. But either way, it is an absolutely awesome album, and if you haven't listened to it, I definitely recommend checking it out. So I know Green Day aren't exactly punk, they're pop punk or whatever, but I think there's like definitely some sort of like punk sort of feeling behind, like, you know, the way they play and the way they sound. The guitar sounds absolutely wicked and the band is so tight, so they're a perfect band to sort of like play along to like practice your timing and stuff like that. I'm not sure if my timing was 100% perfect, but you know, it was close enough for me, and that's all I really care about, is enjoying myself and playing music that I like. And yeah, Green Day are just an awesome band to do that with. So yeah, man. Now, I think in the 90s they suffered a bit of flack from John Lydon, you know, aka Johnny Rotten, wherever he is on here. I think he was saying their music's kind of like la 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 la, sort of overly commercial and nothing to do with what punk used to be. And I sort of see what he means in a way, but at the same time, I think with me personally, he lost a lot of credibility when he did the, what was it, the Country Life butter advert? It's like, dude, you're like supposed to be like this old school punk rocker, and you know, you're sort of like selling out and advertising butter. Yeah, that was kind of weird when that happened. It was a long time ago now, I think, but yeah, it's kind of like, you know, one of your sort of heroes, you know, growing up, sells out and, you know, does like an advert. I know you have to pay the bills and everything, but you know, surely he could like just, you know, do like a sort of weekly magazine column or something, like in a music magazine, I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of ways he could have made money, you know, you don't have to do stuff like that. It was just so weird and out of place. So yeah, for him to say that Green Day were like sort of sellouts or whatever, or, you know, overly commercial, I think is a bit kind of like hypocritical, I guess. But, you know, I can't judge the bloke. He's, you know, he was part of the Sex Pistols, so, you know, what can you say? As I said, Green Day aren't exactly a difficult band to kind of like do covers of or to play along to, but it's just fun stuff, you know, and that's why I play the guitar, is to enjoy myself, and hopefully that's why you guys do as well. It's just, you know, something that chills me out and sort of like helps me unwind from my week, I guess. It's it's something I've been doing since I was about 14, and I don't think I've progressed, you know, as much as somebody who's playing that long probably should have, but, you know, I don't play guitar all the time. I play games and, you know, video games, and, you know, I like photography and, you know, stuff like that, so whatever. I don't have to explain myself, do I? It's fine, I'm sure you guys understand. As for requests that I've had the same guy request Serve the Servants by Nirvana. I think he requested it quite a long time ago, and I did say to him that I'll get back to him and do it as soon as possible, but then I think I forgot, so sorry about that. I will get round to it. That's hopefully going to be my next video. I just need to learn the solo, really. I know the rest of the song, but the solo is kind of like it's like an anti-guitar solo in a way. It's more like a kind of like a sound collage or something. I'm sure I'll get my head around it, but it's just working it out that's, you know, in a way that's kind of like good enough for me to put on the internet, I guess. It doesn't sound particularly difficult. It's just, like I say, it's just a bit weird. So once I've figured out the solo, I will do a cover of that for you guys with the tab underneath, as always. And yeah, hopefully it's good enough. What else? Yeah, again with Green Day, you know, Dookie, Insomniac, Warning. They're all great albums. Do you know what I mean? Even Kaplunk, like their sort of their early like sort of I don't know who it was. I can't remember. I can't remember the record company now. I'll kick myself for not remembering. But yeah, all those albums are great. You know, I absolutely love them. International Super Hits is an awesome compilation album as well. You know, if you're a fan of greatest hits, I guess. There's nothing wrong with greatest hits albums, of course, but you know, all you really get is the singles, and I prefer to get albums so that you can sort of like have all the album tracks as well. You know, all the kind of like quirky sort of songs and songs that weren't kind of like pens down for single release, I guess. So yeah, you know, if you like sort of you know, things like international super hits, where it's like, you know, a best of or the greatest hits of or whatever, that's cool. But I would recommend buying the albums. Okay, so to start off, we've got Insomniac. That's a wicked album. We've got Dookie. I love Dookie. It's a fucking wicked album. My favourite Green Day album of all time. We've got Nimrod, which is also pretty cool, and Warning, which isn't the best, but it's alright, I don't mind it. And I have got Kaplunk somewhere, but I can't seem to find it at the moment, which is a bit annoying. I think it might be in the car, in which case I had to park quite far away from the house, so I don't know if I've got time to run and get it. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of American Idiot. I'm not, you know, and sort of like the stuff after that, I've not really listened to be honest. American Idiot came out just after I left school, so as I think I've said before in previous videos, my musical taste was kind of changing by that time. And I think, you know, American Idiot's not really a punk album, so to speak. They're kind of like, at times it's almost sort of like, I don't know, they were trying to be iconic and, I don't know, sort of epic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But they'd moved away from what I liked about them, put it that way. So, yeah, like I say, you can't really go wrong with sort of all their earlier albums. They're absolutely wicked. But yeah, obviously, Dookie is my absolutely favourite album of all time. It reminds me of skateboarding and all that cool stuff back in the day. Other than that, I don't really know what else to say, to be honest, so I shall let you go. But all I want to say is thank you so much for watching. It means a hell of a lot to me, and I hope the video's helped you. You know, it's something I really enjoy doing. It's just like making videos for you guys, because it gives me an excuse to kind of like just play guitar solid for like a certain amount of time, as opposed to sort of, you know, indulging in other distractions, I guess, like, I don't know, Nintendo Switch and PS4 and stuff like that, or just watching crap on Netflix, you know, whatever. It gives me an excuse to do something a bit more creative and interesting. So thanks for that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Peace. Fuck. Damn it. For fuck's sake.